welcome to lessonswithtroy.com. I'm Troy Brenningmeyer. Well, I've had a lot of requests for some more advanced lessons. My site has a lot of beginning and intermediate lessons, and I think you guys are really enjoying those. But I'm going to kind of take a turn from those and do some more advanced stuff. And this new series of lessons I'm calling my Take a Break series. And what I'm doing in these lessons is I'm taking common chord progressions that you might hear in several different songs, and I'm making up a solo to it, and I'm tabbing it out exactly the way I play it, and I'm going to show it to you the way I do, all my other lessons with close-ups of the left hand and close-ups of the right hand. But with these lessons, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to make up a solo that I would actually play out live, and I'm going to show you not only the solo note for note, but I'm going to show you how it works over the chords, by saying this is the third of the chord, I'm moving up to the fifth, etc., etc. So I'm including backing tracks with these at different tempos, the tablature, and a chord chart also, so you can play along and understand how the chords go. Okay, well, we've got a lot to learn, so go ahead and print out your tab if you bought the lesson. And let's go ahead and get going here with my first in a series of lessons, Take a Break. Okay, well, let's just jump right in here to the first phrase of this solo. Once again, we're in the key of G, and we're going to start on the and of beat 3, and it's going to sound like this. 1, 2, 3. Play it a few times to get it in your head. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let me go over the chord progression first of this first phrase. Measure 1 is basically a pickup into the solo, so we're picking up into a G chord. So that's a G chord right there, so it goes G for 2 beats, and then we do a C chord, which is our 4 chord. We're on our 5th fret there for our C chord. So G, 2, C, and then D, 2, 3, 4. And that's the chord progression. Okay, so what I'm doing when I do the solo, what I'm thinking about is notes, target notes, right? Target notes of the chord that I'm wanting to get to. So when I do that walk up, okay, basically I'm only thinking about this note right here that I'm sliding up to. Okay, I'm thinking about that B note, which is the major third of our G chord. Okay, and then everything else on top of that is kind of icing on the cake, but that's what starts off my brain, at least, in thinking about this solo. I know I'm going to a G chord, well, I'm going to slide in to that major third of the chord. Then I'm sliding out to the root note. Okay, let me show you exactly what I'm doing there. I'm doing a hammer on that little walk up, and you can do this in a lot of different solos. I'm just going 0, 2, 0, 2, and then 0 on my second string. So O2 on my 4th, O2 on my 3rd, and then an open second string. And I'll show you the right hand in just a second once I show you the left hand for this phrase. So just O2, O2, O, and then that's your open second string. And then over that G chord, once again, I'm sliding up to that major third of the G chord. Okay, so I'm sliding from 2 up to 4 on my 3rd string. And I'm droning out this 1st string. That's the notes A to B with an open D there. And then I hit that open 1st string again. And then I slide from 4 down to 2. Just like that. That's still all over that G chord. And I'm basically taking that major third of the chord, sliding it down to the root of the chord. Okay. So that all works over the G chord. Okay, for the C chord, my target note is the note C, which is the root of my chord. Okay, so basically, if you think about this solo, I'm just going B. Right? That's at least what I'm thinking of, and then I'm putting, runs in there to link up my target notes. So my target note was B for that G chord. That's the third of my chord. And now it's going to be C, which is the root of my C chord. So that's all over my C chord. And what I'm doing is I'm hitting an open first string, open second string, and then I'm hammering on my first fret second string. That's right there on beat 3 of measure 2. And then I do a walk down. Open first string, then pull off 1 to 0 on my second string, 2 to 0 on my third string. Just like that. Okay, let's put all that together. So far, this is measures 1 and 2. We have the walk up into the G chord. Okay, that's measure 1, and then measure 2 goes into that G chord, going up to the third of the chord. It's all over the G chord. Right? And then over the C chord, we have that's open. Once again, that C lick is open second string, open first. Hammer on to my first fret second string, and then the descending lick is open first. Pull off 1 to 0 on my second, 2 to 0 on my third. Okay, so we're for measure 3. We're on measure 3 now. And that ends our phrase. That whole measure is a D chord. Okay, so my target note for that D chord is this note. That's an A. A is the fifth of a D chord. So D chord's made up of the notes D, F sharp, and A for your root, third, and fifth. So I'm targeting that fifth of the chord there. Okay, and I'm doing a nice little D forward roll there. Okay, so I'm doing a hammer on 0 to 2 on my third string while droning out that first string. Open first. Then I'm sliding 3, 2. Actually, I'm sliding up to 3 from 2. Real quick, 3, 2, 0, but I'm sliding up to that 3. And then I slide into my third fret fifth string, and that's the root note of my D chord.